Can I give it a
All right.
shot?
Sure.
I walk over to the cell, just kind of tap onto the bars.
You see as he peeks out from his muddy cloak and just says, "What now?"
Was that guy giving you some hard times?
Who isn't? What do you want?
Well, I'd like to know. Am I able to walk into the cell? Or just talk
No,
to?
it is locked. The jailer has not given you the keys. He's just given you permission to approach.
Okay, so like, guard, may I talk to him, please? Who is in the cell? I don't think I have to worry about him harming me.
You want to go in the cell?
To speak with him, please. Yes, please. He's
You want to
contained.
go into the cell of a convicted murderer to talk to him when there's bars there that you can talk through.
Yes.
Am I hearing you right?
He has manticles. He cannot do any harm. He is not a. I am twice his size. Yes.
It's your funeral. And he stands up and walks over to the cage. And you see him pull a massive key ring off of his hip attached by a chain to his belt. And he flips through the keys, pulls one out, and unlocks the cage and holds the door open for you to step inside.
Thank you.
And as you step inside, he locks the door behind you.
Fair enough.
Holler when you're ready to go out.
Understood, guard. Thank you.
And he takes a few steps away, but doesn't go too far back. You see as Stillern kind of looks up at you and just says, Are you going to hurt me?
No, not at all. Is there I'm guessing there's like a bench or something like that in this cell, or is it just
Yeah, there's like a simple wooden plank bench held up by a pair of chains with a very simple straw mattress on it and a rough blanket and also a bucket in the opposite corner.
Understood. I sit on the bench and just I just would like to, just want to lay down some situations here and see if I could ask you, and see what I could do to help you. This is a tricky situation.
Yes, I understand that. If there's anything you can do to just get me out of here, though.
Well, the fastest way to do this would be prove your innocence.
Right.
But you don't know where your friend is. Do you have any known places he likes to hang out at the very least?
He works at the stables. That's all I know. I've known him my whole life. He goes home and then he goes to the stables and then we hang out at the tavern. That is our day.
So it's home, stables, and the tavern. So he's obviously not the tavern because they cleared that out. Could he be at your place hiding?
No, my parents despise him.
Okay, so he's either hiding. He must be hiding at the stables, or hopefully he didn't leave town. This isn't a friend that would leave town, is he?
I mean, he does every now and then just to go exploring. I don't know. I don't keep tabs on him every hour of the day. We're friends.
Understood. That being said, Violet, may I do like an insight check to make sure that he's not bullshitting me?
Okay.
Would this be wisdom, or what would that be?
Insight.
Oh, just an insight? Okay. Ah, crap, that's a 0. Let's see what I could do. Roll a good number.
On insight.
Huh?
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow, I'm completely believing him.
Salt, would you like to kind of approach and listen in?
Yeah, I have a +6 for insight, so I might have a better shot.
Okay, I'll let you kind of be just outside the cell, like around the corner, listening in. If you want to roll an insight.
Okay. Welp.
Okay, well, better than Ken's.
Yeah, I completely believe him.
Yeah, Atlas, I mean, you believe everything he says at face value. You don't detect anything that would indicate that he's lying. Salt, based on what you can hear, you don't detect anything that would indicate that he's lying either. He just seems desperate to get out of here.
Violet, I have a question. Am I in the hallway? Can I ask him a question based on what I'm hearing, or where am I in the midst of this conversation?
I think all of you are kind of just around the corner outside of the cell.
Okay.
But at there, so like, okay. So now then, here's a question I gotta ask you though. I believe I was told you're a warlock, correct?
Yes.
All right. No, I just wondered what kind, because I am too. I made a pact with the Hexblade myself.
Oh, well, I'm a Pact of the Tome warlock myself.
Now that being said, I mean, I gotta say, mine does pretty good. It's mostly just for like selection of attacking somebody, but I don't think even with the highest skills I'd be able to turn somebody into a spirit. Would that be something? I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, even if it's not you, that ability is pretty amazing to
I
make
mean,
somebody to a spirit.
yes, I agree. You'd have to be a very powerful caster of some kind. It's certainly not within my power.
Really? It wouldn't?
Oh, I mean, I'm a warlock, but I'm not a necromancer.
In that case, do you know anybody that could okay, if you're saying you can't do the spell, who would? Who would be able to?
I'm telling you, I don't know.
Understood, but do you know anybody capable?
I don't.
You are the family that in charge of this magical school, basically. There's not a magic caster in this whole area that you wouldn't know.
I'll tell you the same thing I told the guard. Go speak to my family then. I'm telling you, I didn't hurt anyone.
All right. You know, as he says this, let's see. I know it's semanticals, but well, you know, Violet, would this be effective in this situation? Magic awareness. You
What
know,
is,
presence as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't under total cover. And when you sense a spell, you can learn which school of magic it belongs to.
what ability does that, or what class does that come from?
It's one of my. I think it's actually the part of my barbarian feats. Actually,
Yeah, he's the wild magic
Wild
barbarian.
magic barbarian. Gotcha. Yeah, it's basically free detect magic, and you glow the color of it.
It's also non-magical, I believe. So
yeah. So you use that ability.
would that be? Would that even be useful in this, or is that how? I just want to know if he's.
I mean, I can't really.
If he has a hidden. Okay, I want to do this to see if he has a.
It would be useful before you use it.
Okay, I want to do this to see if he has a hidden magical item on him.
Okay. You use that ability, and you look him up and down to see if he has a hidden magic item, or anything like that. You don't detect anything other than anti-magic.
Dang. Oh well. Well, I said, all right then. I guess we have to talk to your family or speak to that paladin. That being said, so if this is a vengeful spirit, and we're going to try to do our best to prove your innocence, is there anything you can suggest to fight a spirit paladin of any sort? Anything can help if we're going to try to prove your innocence.
I mean, I don't hunt ghosts for a living typically. I'm an adventurer that I know you need generally silvered weapons to hurt a ghost or magic.
All right. Well, I just wanted to ask if there's any information you can give us to help out. We'll speak to you. I mean, at some point, we'll speak to your family, but I'll see what else we can do. Any help could make it a lot easier for us to, if we could solve this problem, it'd be a lot easier for us to vouch and say getting you out. But if you don't want us to help you out that way.
I mean, I want you to help me. I've given you all the information I have.
Which is you don't know anything.
Correct. Now you see why you should get me out of here. I've been framed.
By an unknown source, and you are the most likely suspect. You do. I mean, I'm trying to help you out here, but it looks really bad.
I know how it looks. Please.
All right. Well, I'll see what we could do. Guard, ready to be let out, please.
All right. And you hear with the jangle of keys as the door is unlocked and the door clanks open. And he lets you out, closes it, locks behind you. And he gives the guy in there a pretty nasty glare before turning and walking back with you all. And he just says, as innocent as he claims to be. There were plenty of witnesses.
Witnesses?
Aye. Several other members of the Adventurers Guild saw him do it.
You happen to have their names.
Not myself, no. You'd have to speak to the captain of the guard.
Of course.
But it seems like many people are trying to distance themselves from it. A number of the adventurers have left town because, well, no way to get work here.
I'd like to ask him I'd like to ask the prisoner a quick question, if that'd be possible, Violet.
Sure.
Afternoon. I've heard what you've said to my compatriots, and it makes me wonder. You are the heir apparent to your family, yes?
Yes. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, in my experience, well, let me just ask you another question. How is your relationship with your other siblings and the family?
It's all right. I mean, we live in the same house together and we get on each other's nerves, but I mean, we don't. I don't have a problem with them, if that's what you mean.
Okay, I was just wondering, because the most likely thing for a person to frame you would be a younger brother who wants the wealth and control for himself. So I was just wondering if,
that is true. I don't want to think that my younger brother could do such a thing, though.
What is your younger brother's name? Maybe we can,
His name is Okanti.
Okay. And he would be at the family manor, correct? Or where is he typically?
He's much younger than me, maybe about 15. He stays at the manor.
Yeah. Fair enough. We will check into that and see if we can determine anything.
All right.